Welcome to episode 3 of the Blockers podcast. This is Kat. She is a graduate student, right?
Yes, I am.
Yes. Working on, developing her poetry and starting to share that more, sharing her story. How do you see yourself and how do you want to show up?
How do I see myself? I see myself as an artist, as a creative, as a poet, a photographer, just a loving person. And that's how I hope to come across online. Did you ever hear TikToks that go viral that are like people whose favorite color is purple, they make purple their entire
Yeah.
identity?
Yeah.
I feel like that's me 100%. I'm like, purple is my favorite color. My room, everything in my room is purple, my
Wow.
sheets, my everything. But Purple Cat, I studied abroad for a summer in Ireland, and there was two of us. There was two cats on the trip, but I decided to get my hair done with these beautiful crochet purple curls. Ah, I looked gorgeous. Oh my God.
Amazing.
Um, they obviously, I feel like they didn't want to just point out, like, oh my God, that's white cat and black cat. So they were like, okay, this is cat and this is purple cat. And I was like, I could work with that.
Yeah.
And then when I came back to the States, I was like, purple cat. And then I made it my Instagram name, and then I made it my
Perfect.
business name, and now I'm Purple Cat Photography.
I want to hear about, okay, what is your biggest motivation for wanting to show up online? Obviously, we know getting revenue. That's good.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, what's your story? Tell me a little bit about your life. Share with the audience here.
My life is mostly struggle. Mostly struggle, and I think that my motivation for showing up online is to show people that even through the struggle, you can, bloom. I always see myself as like a flower, and I'm constantly growing, I'm constantly watering myself, and allowing myself to be around people that help me grow and are also watering my plant, and I am also watering their plants. So I want to show people that even though I've struggled and even though I've been through so much, look at me. I'm in my master's program. I'm an artist. I'm a photographer, and I'm growing, and I'm happy,
That's
or
so
at least
awesome.
working towards happiness.
Yeah. Tell me a little bit about the specifics of some of the things that you do.
My master's program is the hardest thing out of all of the things that I'm doing, of course. I am constantly up until 3 in the morning working on assignments and projects and just trying to maintain my straight A record. When it comes to photography, I think that that is my biggest passion. That is my biggest, like, just my love, my absolute favorite thing to do in the world. So when it comes to being a master's student and keeping my business afloat, it's very difficult. But I'm trying my best. I'm trying to, I travel to Philly as much as I can to create over there, and I try to keep myself around creative people at all times. It's getting harder as I'm moving like closer to my internships and stuff. It's getting a lot harder.
So I'm hearing a lot of things that could be classified as a blocker, right? For building your
Yeah,
business
yeah,
and
yeah.
for, yeah, just kind of growing in that. Okay.
hmm
What was your biggest motivation for starting photography?
I was a psych major in college in my bachelor's degree, and I got fired from my internship, and
Wow.
I decided to completely pivot, and do an internship in fashion instead of instead of with behavioral health and psychology. Um, I it was the psychology of fashion was gonna be like my research, and when I got approval to do my internship in fashion, it was the best thing ever. I freaking fell in
Awesome.
love with the whole world. And then I had to take like just like a few more classes to graduate on time. So I decided to take a photography class and mix it together with the fact that I was still doing my internship in the art world. And I was like, this is the best thing in the world. I love taking pictures of the models. I love taking pictures of the just of my boss's clothes because she was a designer.
Ooh,
I just loved everything about it, and it made me fall in love with photography so hard that I felt like I felt like I was falling in love with a human being. I was like, I am obsessed with you. I want to marry you. It was the best thing in the world. My attitude has fully shifted. Sometimes I feel like I can't even keep the business afloat or if I even want to do it anymore. But that's mostly because the photography world is so saturated. There's so many photographers. I feel like everybody that I know owns a camera, and everybody's like, Kat, teach me what you know. And I'm just like, you mean everything that I taught myself all by myself? You want me to teach you everything I know? You know? And it's been really hard to want to like keep going knowing that just like especially in the area that I live in, like so close to Philly, everybody owns a camera. It's really been how do I even keep my business afloat when there's so much competition and I'm not really like a competitive person? I do this because for the love of it, you know, not for the competition. So it's like it's very hard. And then with school and everything like that, and I'm this sounds dumb, but I love being needed. I love when people need me, and just the school district and the children, they need me, you know, and it's like it makes me think like how much does photography even like need me the way that these kids need me, you know? It's so
wow.
hard. I know. I know. I know.
Okay.
It's bad.
It's not really bad. It's just like you're in a season right now of where you're trying to
Hmm.
focus on a lot of things at once. And so it's like, okay, well, one thing is fulfilling my needs in this area more. Objectively, you do still love photography and you do
Yes.
still want to continue
I
doing that.
do. I've been trying to go to like the poetry activities, the poetry, you know, like smash poetry events that we have here in my city, but they are usually like Wednesday nights. And I have a part-time job where I, you know, work so that I can make money to pay the bills.
Yeah.
And it's Wednesday nights, Thursdays nights and Friday nights. So I struggle with being able to go to the Smash Poetry events. For photography, I try to keep it strictly on the weekends unless I have like big projects due on the weekends. So that's kind of what I've been doing right now with photography is just like everything has been on the weekends. Saturday is like my biggest days. Sundays, you know, I try to go to church, but you know, if I have a lot of clientele on Sunday, I will do what I can. And then Tuesdays are my days off. Tuesday I don't have work or school, nothing. So it's like if somebody is free on a Tuesday to create art, book me or call me or text me. Tuesdays are my days.
I
And
love
that's
that.
kind of what I've been doing right now.
That's so great. Okay, so poetry is not necessarily your focus right now.
I just can't focus on. I've been writing it. I've been, you know, spilling all of my emotions into it, so I have a lot written down. I just don't have time to explore it at the moment.
So, business, okay, literally, yeah, how do you get your clients? How do you meet them? Who do you work with?
Ooh. Um, so when I first got into photography, I was doing a lot of like events. There's this thing in Philly called Philly Create. And I was doing a lot of events in Philly Create where they get a bunch of photographers and models like together to like meet up and just create a bunch of art. And then hopefully that connection turns into like a business connection, you
Yeah.
know? Those were a lot of things where like, you know, as the model and the photographer, you have to pay the creator of the event to actually even show up. So I was spending money on these events and they were not leaving me with clients. Like it felt more like people just wanted free pictures, you know?
Okay, yeah.
Um, but it did connect me to other photographers, and those photographers connected me to people that actually did want to like book with photographers and stuff. My majority clientele that I feel like I am open to is um birthdays and yeah, birthdays, families, and children. They're like, Cat, please take a picture of my baby. Or quinceañeras, just like big birthday parties, like, maybe like they're turning 27 and they're like, oh, I want to, a big thing for my birthday. I've been doing a lot of graduations, and I think that that's where my clientele is like mostly based. And yeah, the way I get my clients right now is Instagram. I mostly get a lot of DMs on Instagram right now. Um, I wish that I could branch out into more like creative stuff, not just like birthday parties or like birthday quinceañeras and stuff. Um, Beautiful pictures, beautiful dresses, beautiful
Yeah.
backdrops. I do a lot of creative stuff. I get cakes and candles and balloons and everything possible um, for the more editorial type of shots. But I really wish I could do more like just like an artistic inspired stuff, and
What's
but
stopping you?
just my
Tuesdays.
clientele. I know Tuesdays, right? But my clientele is mostly birthdays
I guess
and
I mean
graduations.
like just finding a friend, having a vision, doing it, and then showing it on your Instagram and like, hey, I do this now.
Oh my God, that's so fun. Last week, I had off from school. It was like fall break. And I actually did get a friend on a Monday to come with me. I asked another friend if I could use their hair salon. They said yes. I took my
Ooh.
friend and we did like a super creative shot. That will be on my Instagram soon. I
Good.
promise. Yes, I promise. So that was really fun. And then my brother's coming down for the holidays and he loved what I did and he wants to do something super similar. So I'm
So you're
very
already
excited
on
for
the
that.
track. You're already on the
Already
track.
there, already getting there, but I just wish I could like open myself up like more. I have something really big coming up in November that I'm very excited about, but it's not really going to be me as the photographer. I'm just going to be like creative directing and
I'm just gonna be
supervising
creative
everything.
directing and supervising everything.
I know. I'm doing everything. I know. It's actually a lot bigger than I'm making it sound, obviously. It's
Yeah.
going to be a super big thing. I'm creating, directing the entire thing by myself. The person who is the designer of the clothes that are going to be modeled, he doesn't know nothing. He doesn't know what he's doing, and he was like, Kat, do it for me. And I'm like, I gotcha. I'll do it.
Boom.
So it is actually one of the biggest things I've ever done. And it's very exciting. I guess it's because it's not really in my, I've never creative directed literally anything. I mean, besides my own stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm just like, oh yeah, I mean, it's not really like my thing, but so it's just yeah, but it's actually extremely big and I'm actually super excited.
Oh my gosh. I'm so excited to see this. Like
Yeah.
what okay, clothes, so fashion. He's the
hmm
designer of the clothes. You're hiring a different photographer or what's happening there?
Okay, so he is creating an inclusive workout line. He wants it to be like not expensive for people who like really are trying to get in the gym and stuff. He wants it to be super inclusive size wise as well. He's like, I want it like to reach from the smallest of smalls to the largest of large and to be great quality and not expensive at all. Um, and my friend, he asked my friend if he will be the photographer for the project so that he can like grow his business and build his portfolio and everything. And my friend was so excited. My friend was like, yes, 100%, I will do this. And then my friend is like, yeah, I mostly do video and I'm stepping into photography, but I don't know how to creative direct at all. So he called me and he was like, hey girl, hey.
Yeah.
can you do this? And I was like, I don't know. And then he actually put me in contact with the creator of the brand. And then after I spoke with him, I was like, who am I to see you, a small business growing, and just not help you? Why would I let you fail like that?
Wow.
Let me get on this, man. Like, I just love to see people grow. Like, who am I to not help him grow? You know?
I love that.
Yeah.
So it's just gonna be great. Exciting.
Yeah.
On your application, you said you want to become the person that you never had as a child. Talk to me about that. What does that look like?
I have so much childhood trauma. Why would you bring this up? No, I'm kidding. Um, yeah. So this I think has more to do with like my student counseling path. I so when me and my brother first moved to Pennsylvania, we were the only two kids of color in the school for maybe like a year and a half, maybe 2 years or so. And yeah, my brother, he popular kid from the moment he walked into school was like, "Oh my God, Richard, Richard, popular boy." Basketball, sports, tall. And then it was just very different for me. It was very much like bullied. Kids didn't really want to be my friend. Attacking of the hair, the
Wow.
skin, the everything. And then it was like everywhere I turned, I would like ask for help from like an adult, and it was like they just looked at me like I was pathetic, you know? And I didn't really know what racism was growing up at all. I never heard the word. I never heard anybody say it.
Yeah.
I knew that it like I knew that something was off growing up, but I didn't know what racism was until I was like maybe like late middle school, high school. And then I was like, Ush, that's what I went through. I went through so much racism. What?
Yeah.
Even like um there was this one time I remember this so vividly. My math teacher, when I was in middle school, she was asking everybody, what are you gonna do for spring break? And then it was my turn, and I was like, oh, me and my family are going to my mom's home country to, spend spring break there. And the teacher, the grown up, the adult, looks at me and goes, why, did you get deported? And I was just like, no. I was like, ha 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 ha, ha ha. And the whole class started laughing at me, and I was just like, no, ha 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 ha. So it's like, um, in and then I would come home and I would tell my parents like this is what I'm going through at school, and they were very much like, you're strong, you can handle this. I don't need to go to the school and defend you because my daughter's a strong person. And it's like, I don't know if they just didn't believe what I was going through or anything, but it's like they really didn't help me, and no one really helped me at all. And I was living under my brother's shadow for a really long time. Like it was very much like, why can't you be more like your brother? Um, n Not just at home, it was a lot at home, but it was a lot in school because it was like my brother was good in all of his classes. My brother was sporty. My brother was quiet. My brother was kind. And I had ADHD, and I was active, and I was not quiet, and I was very loud, and um, I was just dyslexic. I am dyslexic, so
Hmm.
I was not very good in classes and or in
Now
math
you're a
or
straight A student in your master's
now
program.
I know, right? They can't say nothing to me. But no one helped me. No one helped me. I would cry. No one helped me. I would beg. No one helped me. And I would look at all of my white teachers and I would tell them what I was going through, and they just looked at me like you're a liar because I didn't see it happen to you. So I think that me going into this is like I need to help all of the young Black kids with ADHD and autism who are not being heard by their white teachers and counterparts. It like made me lose a lot of trust in adult figures for a really long time, and I couldn't trust anybody. So I was like, well, you know what? I'm gonna become somebody that kids could come to for help, and I'm gonna have every single thing that they need available. I'm gonna have buckets of extra clothes if they need clothes. I'm gonna have fidget toys everywhere. I'm gonna be an open door. I'm gonna have an open door policy. I'm gonna help kids that have dyslexia get their grades up, and kids with ADHD, you know, like figure out like the motions of class and stuff. And I don't know, I need to show these kids that what I went through is not an experience for everyone, and it shouldn't be their experience
Yeah.
either. Yeah, the childhood trauma runs deep over here, man. But I'm getting through it. I'm getting through it, and you know what? In my master's program, this is the most diversity I've ever seen. I went through my entire life having white teachers all throughout, like everything, all throughout college, all throughout high school, middle school, elementary school. So I'm walking into my master's program and my professors are Puerto Rican. My social and cultural teacher is black, which I've never had a black teacher before. I've never had a Puerto Rican teacher before. I love this so much diversity in my master's program. I'm like, this is the first time I've ever seen any of you.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah. Thinking back, yeah, a lot of my teachers were white. Not that it was really a problem for me and a majority of them, but yeah, it was just like, yeah, it does have a it's just like an underlying thing that you just notice, right?
Hmm.
Um okay, so that's your story.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you talked about before, oh, I feel like my photography, like everybody is so saturated, everybody's doing the same thing. But nobody has your story, and nobody has what you've continued to grow through. And so it's like, if you begin to share a little bit more of, this is the life I'm building for myself. Oh, this is what I learned today in my master's class. Oh, by the way, I did this fire photo shoot.
Yeah,
If you guys want to check that out and book me, let me know. I
yeah.
feel like that would be such a huge advantage to just getting some people that you really align with,
Hmm.
and that you maybe do less work for, but they pay you more.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. You're right.
Okay, so you said, yeah, literally, okay, so you get a lot of your clients from Instagram. What are you posting on there mostly?
Ooh, I try to post more like portrait photos. I don't post from events that I do at all. I don't like to post from because I don't really edit photos that I do from events. If I do like Music Fest or something in my area, which is like a big like free concert that Pennsylvania has every year. If I do Music Fest and I'm taking pictures, I have a lot of friends who are musicians, artists, rappers who then perform at Music Fest, and I'll get like pictures of them like on the stage and stuff. If I get like a fire photo of that, I would totally post it, you
Mhm.
know? But if I'm doing like a birthday party or a quinceañera, I'm not posting those pictures. It's mostly portraits of people. The maybe the backdrop with the little cake for the birthday. I've been doing a lot of maternity shoots lately, and my sister is also very pregnant, so I will be doing her maternity shoot soon. Um, and that's mostly what I post, which is like why I think like that's why I feel like I think a lot of people like book me in that area. They're like, "Oh yeah, I'm pregnant, take a picture of me. Oh yeah, I'm turning like 30, take a picture of me." So that's mostly what I post. I love what I post. I think it's beautiful. I think the art is gorgeous, and everything on my page is fully different. There's nothing that looks the same as something else, you know? Um, so I think that that's, how people reach me best and stuff. I try to branch out to Facebook, but I'm like, oh, I hate it here.
Yeah, it's not necessary if you don't want to do it.
Yeah, I know.
Point blank
It's
period.
it's terrible. I
But
hate
I
it so
get why
much.
you're doing it because of the parents and the people that are on there.
Mhm. Mhm.
Um, okay. So are you like sharing your thoughts on photo shoots that you did outside of the captions of the posts?
No, and you know what? My captions actually are so terrible too because I know because the captions I usually do is like I'll do like the top is like a song that I feel like relates to the photo shoot. So I'll be like, this is the song that came to mind when I was taking these pictures.
So far,
And
not
then
terrible.
under it, I'll tag the model that is in the picture. And then under it, I'll be like, oh my God, this was so fun. I loved doing this. Enjoy.
The end.
I know at the end, that's it. So
That's
I
not really
could
bad though. It's
yeah, I
just
mean
like you're
it
just giving,
yeah, it
but
could
you
be
do want to
better.
have a CTA, a call to action, where you're like, book me. Is that what you do
Yeah.
too?
When when okay, when I take a picture of somebody and they post it on their page, I will repost it like onto my story and I'll be like, "Oh my God, look at what I did. Book me girls, book me guys." But when I post it like myself, I won't really say like book with me or anything like that. I'll just kind of like if when other people post it, I'll be like, "You see y'all? She liked my work so much, she posted it. Book me." You
Yeah,
know? So that's mostly what I do.
as you should. But I think, yeah, definitely sell yourself more
I
because
know.
it's not a problem. If you're good, you're good, period. The end. Like, you
Yeah.
already have these case studies of people doing that. Yeah. So great.
Yeah. I've been talking
Okay.
to a friend too. I have like a friend, his name is Raphael. He's also getting into photography, but he's like a natural. He's like a natural. He got behind the camera, he's doing amazing. And I'm just like we should work together. Like we should kind of do a little business stuff, like keep our stuff separate, but like if anybody books you for like a wedding, second shooter,
Mm.
videographer, like we could figure stuff out. We could work together. We can make it, Raph and Cat and Raph,
Wait,
do
why
a
does
little
that have a
something
little
something.
ring to it?
Right? Right? I'm like, what's going on? Like, we should, let's get
So he
business
does wedding.
cards.
He does weddings.
He wants to open up into weddings. He's literally just starting. But he's a natural. He's so good. And I'm like, okay, we should, open up into more events together because two cameras are better than one.
What kind of
And
events do you like to do?
what kind of events do I like to do?
Because you said music
Okay,
festival, and there was like some other ones there.
yeah, that's probably my favorite to do is like the music festival, the music fest is what it's called here. It's definitely my favorite. The thing that I hate about weddings is dealing with people that aren't the bride and groom, you know?
Yeah.
Like you get like that like the groom's mother, like the bride's mother that is like, "Take a picture of us over here and I'll take a picture of that over there. What are you doing sitting down?" And it's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you hired me. I thought it was the bride." So that's like my least favorite part about weddings. I think like big quinceañeras are like my favorite. Oh my God, because it's like you get to see them like walk down the aisle in their gorgeous dress and then have like that private like father-daughter dance. It's like my daughter just turned 15 and I think that's my favorite. And parents are less on me.
Okay, good. Boom. Love it.
Yeah.
Anything else? Anything you really want to leave here having done feeling accomplished?
I want to let everybody know that in the darkest of days, there's still light, there's still sun, and I'm living proof of it. I've been my through struggle, everything that I've been through. I feel like people are like there's no reason that you should have gotten back up from what you did. And then I did it anyways. You know,
Where's the
no
organ?
re yeah. No reason that I should have survived anything that I did, but I did, and I'm here. Um, I want to let people know that Wrath Cat is coming soon. I want to let everybody know to book with Purple Cat Photography because not only am I an artist and a photographer, but my goal is to make you feel comfortable in your body and make sure that you feel beautiful with what I create. And I also want to let everybody know that I am an ordained minister. So if you want to get married and have a photo shoot on the same day, I got you.
Oh, I did not know this.
I know, I just during COVID, I just like went in and just like got ordained. I am located in Allentown, Pennsylvania, and I am about an hour away from Philadelphia. And then in the opposite direction, I'm about an hour away from Hershey and like the Poconos. I'm also an hour from New York, an hour from Jersey. Come on, an hour from Maryland. You name it. I'll drive anywhere. Book me. I'll be there.
Where can people find you?
My photography page is underscore purple cat. I have two Instagrams. My other one is catlicious. Two S's at the end. And yeah, that's where people can find me.
That's more of your personal one.
My personal page is poetry. My other page, Purple Cat, is my photography page.
Shoot Cat a DM.
And if you need art, contact your girl.
Creative directing.
Contact your girl.
Got a brand problem you'd like solved on the show? Click the link in the description and apply below. If it's too extensive to solve in just one episode and you need a little bit more of that accountability that we were just talking about, go ahead and inquire about my 3-month brand building intensive. Again, all of this information can be found in the description.